I only said one word, no, and Marcus, my stepfather, grabbed my left shoulder like he was snapping a dry twig. The pain hit white hot, a sickening pop echoing in my ears as the joint gave way. My mother, Diane, leaned in close, her breath hot against my ear, whispering, "Just apologize, Sophia. Make it right." But the nurse at Summit Health pulled me away before I could respond, guiding me into the exam room where she placed a printout in front of me, my name forged on insurance claims months earlier. If the man making you bleed is the same one stealing your identity, would you stay silent or let the evidence burn through every lie? That evening, the stairwell in our rented duplex on the outskirts of Fort Wayne, Indiana, felt colder than the November wind slicing through my thin coat. I'd spent 10 hours hunched over spreadsheets at Summit Health Support, cross-checking claims, verifying policies, my eyes stinging from screen glare, my shoulders burned from the repetitive strain. But nothing prepared me for the stale beer and cigarette stench greeting me at the door. Marcus was home early, construction boots caked in concrete dust scattered across the linoleum. Paper sprawled across the kitchen table like a snare waiting to spring. "Sophia, sit," he said without looking up, voice edged with that warning tone I'd learned to dread. I tried to slip past toward the shower. "I need a cleanup first." The chair scraped as he stood, all 6'3" of him blocking the hallway. "Sit. Now." I eased into the seat, keeping the table between us. Loan applications, refinance forms for the house, a truck purchase, my name already typed as co-signer. "Just need your signature. Your credit's solid. Mine's shot. We get approved. Business expands. More contracts. More money for everyone." I scanned the terms, sky-high interest, balloon payments, the predatory kind that buried families. "Marcus, these numbers don't add up. You can't afford the payments." His jaw tightened, flush creeping up his neck. Didn't ask for advice. He slid the pen over. I met my mother's eyes across the room. She stood behind him, hands twisting, that hollow look of someone who'd surrendered years ago. Once vibrant, life with Marcus had worn her into a shadow, jumping at his every shift in mood. "No." The word landed heavy. Final. Marcus moved faster than his bulk suggested, fingers clamping my left shoulder, digging into the joint. He yanked and twisted violently. The pop came first, then agony exploding through bone and muscle. I bit back the scream, tasting blood. The room spun, black spots dancing. "Sign them," he growled, grip unrelenting. Diane appeared beside me, not to stop him, but to whisper, "Apologize, Sophia. Say you're sorry for saying no." Her words cut deeper than the injury. I wrenched free, stumbling toward the door, left arm dangling uselessly, lightning bolts of pain with every step. Behind me, Marcus swept the papers to the floor. "Walk out and don't come back." I grabbed my purse with my good hand, pausing in the doorway to glance back. Diane stood pressed against him, face neutral. Choice made long ago. The cold wind stung my tear-streaked cheeks as I fumbled to my car. In the rear view, they watched from the window, his arm around her waist, united against the daughter who dared refuse. The ER at Fort Wayne Medical Center bathed everything in sickly fluorescent green. I cradled my arm, each breath spiking fresh torment. The waiting room reeked of antiseptic and quiet desperation. Sophia Reynolds called Nurse Lauren Hayes. RN, mid-20s with sharp, kind eyes. She helped me onto the table carefully. "Let's get that jacket off gently," assessing the deformity. She asked quietly, "How'd this happen?" "Fell on the stairs." I lied automatically. Her hands paused. "Which stairs?" She sat eye level, Need to confirm your insurance first. I recited the policy number. Lauren frowned at her tablet, typing furiously. There's unusual activity. Multiple claims under your policy 4 months back. Patient name Marcus Hale. But the electronic signature is yours. She turned the screen. Emergency treatments. Tetanus. Pain meds. All authorized by my digital signature from a construction site. I pee during my work hours. That's not me. I didn't sign. Lauren nodded. I believe you. System logs timestamps. IPs. Devices. Want the audit trail printed. The printer hummed. Highlighted lines showed authorizations for Marcus's phone at sites I'd never visited. My good hand trembled holding the paper. He used my signature fraudulently. Lauren's expression softened with recognition. Miss Reynolds. About tonight's injury. Was it really a fall? This pattern suggests forced twist. Tears came then. Relief flooding through pain.
Someone saw me.
I'm treating the shoulder. But with permission, I'd like patient advocacy involved for the fraud. Safety planning. Resources. She explained the injury matched assault patterns she'd seen. The audit trail is evidence. Identity theft. Wire fraud. Insurance fraud. Plus assault. While in radiology, Lauren contacted advocacy. I clutched the paper like a lifeline. Months of theft documented in sterile detail. Marcus thought himself untouchable. But the digital trail he'd left would be his undoing. X-rays confirmed no fracture. Lauren reduced the dislocation with skilled precision. Then fitted a sling. You're not alone in this. That paper gives you power. The police station at 2 a.m. hummed with harsh lights and keyboard clatter. My shoulder throbbed under the sling as Sergeant Carla Ruiz reviewed the audit trail for the third time. Identity theft. Assault. Insurance fraud. Solid grounds for charges. But understand, once filed, protective order issued. Marcus will know it was you. No turning back. I thought of Diane's whisper. Her choice of him. He already knows I didn't return home. Sergeant Ruiz arranged victim advocate housing and called my half-sister Brooke. Brooke arrived in pajamas, hugging me carefully. Sophia, your shoulder. We'd never been close, different fathers, but family pulled through. She took me to her secure apartment across town. Sergeant Ruiz explained the process. Emergency order tonight. Hearing soon. Parallel criminal probe. Audit trail's excellent. But we'll need bank records. More docs. Detective Lang handles financial crimes. Paperwork dragged. Statements blurring. Brooke squeezed my good hand during the assault recount, grip tightening at Diane's command to apologize. Coercive control, Ruiz muttered. By departure. The order was active, no contact. 500 feet away. At Brooke's. I stared at the ceiling in borrowed bed, shoulder aching, determination crystallizing cold and clear. Marcus thought twisting my arm would silence me.
Wrong.
The audit trail on the nightstand, proof of his theft, felt like armor. Morning brought Detective Lang to Brooks. We headed to First National Bank. Branch manager Mr. Ellis pulled records after hearing identity theft. The $47,000 loan application showed my forged cosigner signature, E2 sharp. Unlike mine. Notarized by same person who'd handled multiple docs for Marcus. Several over the year. Power of attorney. Quitclaim deeds. My stomach dropped. The house deed. Ellis confirmed. 3 months ago. Adding Marcus to Diane's inherited property. Forged signatures. Mom knew. The denial letter went to her address. She called asking about cosigners with good credit. Conspiracy. Lang noted premeditation. More. Signature completed in 12 seconds. Practice forgery. Ellis flagged suspicious activity. Held accounts. Notify credit unions. Freeze everything. We did. Gaining case numbers. Escalation clear. Insurance fraud 4 months ago. Loans 6 weeks. Desperation growing. Next. County municipal building basement yielded contracts for Marcus's masonry bids.
Flieg 1.
Commingled funds from insurance payouts and government payments. Subcontractor Tomas Reed met us at a coffee shop. Marcus always had angles. Registered fake DBAs. Used family names. Open payment apps in your names for tax dodging. He sent screenshots, accounts in Sophia and Diane Reynolds. Practiced your signature with your mom at the kitchen table. Bragged about it. Kept storage unit records, duplicate books. The betrayal deepened with each revelation. Diane wasn't passive victim. She helped plan. Storage unit needed warrant. But enough for expansion. Lang's call. Notary flipping. 43 forged docs over 3 years. FBI joining for wire fraud crossing lines. Evidence snowballing. Shell companies. Structuring. Potential RICO. That night at the hotel, Brooke insisted on safety. Fire alarms shattered 3 a.m. Her apartment stairwell torched with accelerant. Witness described Marcus-like figure. Retaliation. Lang confirmed storage warrant hit. Real books showing inflated costs. Ghost employees. My name framed as fall guy. Marcus missing from job. Gas station sighting with fuel cans and address list including hospital. Brooks. Courthouse. Phone rang, Marcus raging. You think you're smart? Apartment was warning. I recorded. Bluffing app. Threats escalated to terrorism charges. Diane begged to drop it. I hung up. Arrest followed. Caught fueling containers. Mother picked up for aiding. Evidence avalanche buried his empire. FBI field office in Indianapolis felt clinical yet charged. Special Agent Elena Vargas reviewed my spreadsheet timeline, 17 fraud patterns over 3 years, insurance fakes funding bids, forged deeds stealing inheritance, payment apps laundering, crypto hints. Your SAR is textbook. Followed money. Documented chains. My insurance job skills spotting fakes. Compliance. Mapped his operation perfectly. Escalation timeline showed winter injury claims. Summer contract forgeries. Storage correspondence revealed bid rigging network for $2.3 million courthouse project. Marcus led. Teaching forgery. My report halted major taxpayer fraud. House seized as crime proceeds. Restitution claims for my credit ruin. Medical bills.
Peace lost.
Brooke organized docs while I charted connections. Notary records.
Tomas testimony.
Bank forensics. All converged. IRS joined for unreported income. Patterns revealed structuring avoidance. Money laundering through commingled funds. Agent Vargas praised. From domestic abuse to financial criminal evolution, your mapping exposes it all. Courtrooms smelled of wax and tension. Marcus in orange. Diminished. His attorney filed defamation, dismissed under anti-SLAPP. Fees awarded. Nurse Lauren testified. Injury pattern assault. 6 prior claims forged during my work hours. Alibied by office logs. Security footage showed Diane urging suppression. Judge rejected suit. Warning tampering. Testimonies layered. Bank manager authenticating forgeries. Tomas on signature practice and tax evasion. Forensic accountant tracing $1.7 million losses. I described assault. Hospital discovery. Systematic theft. Cross-exam failed against my time cards. GPS. Badge swipes proving impossibility of authorization. Government contracts expert detailed rigging network Marcus built. Diane testified for reduced sentence. Admitted teaching signature. Sacrificing my future for peace. Voice broke admitting complicity over duress. Closing crushed defenses with his own documents. Jury. Guilty all 17 counts. Racketeering. Frauds. Laundering. Intimidation via arson. Civil proceedings seized assets. House auctioned. Equipment. Truck forfeited. Proceeds to restitution. Financial ban. Lifetime prohibition from banking. Fiduciary roles. Offender registry. Tax penalties, $400,000 garnished at 75%. Permanent protective order, no contact ever. Final hearing consolidated. Judge detailed lifelong monitoring. Marcus's legacy. Testifying against co-conspirators in expanded probe for contractors indicted. Ohio's largest construction fraud. His Hale method exposed. Outside. Lauren waited. Hospital implementing Reynolds Protocol for identity theft detection. Banks offered fraud investigator roles. Victim expertise valuable. Diane's reduced sentence still barred contact. Reflection settled. One refusal ignited avalanche. Marcus's violence and theft forged the trail, destroying him. Documentation proved mightier. Each forged signature evidence. Each crime self-incriminating. In new apartment Marcus would never find. I filed final judgments. Shoulder healed but phantom ache lingered. Reminder of cost. Stack of victories proved paper's power over force. Marcus signed intake. Cooperation forms, twisted now by justice he'd never anticipated. From kitchen table practice sessions to federal shackles, his empire crumbled under evidence weight. Diane's betrayal haunted deepest, mother choosing abuser over child. Yet systems worked. Nurses' diligence. My patterns recognition. Courage to report. What lingers? Question of family. When loyalty blinds to harm. When silence enables theft of identity. Future. Safety. Refusing apology protected me. Exposed rot. In America's real streets. Legal frameworks. Psychological tolls. Truth documented prevails. Marcus thought breaking my shoulder broke my will. Instead, it forged unbreakable resolve. Every victim holds power in evidence. Voice saying no. His downfall whispers. Force fails against persistent truth.